So what do you call birds that stick together? Velcros. Velcros.
Perfect!
So of course, another Air Max 1 on the channel. It has been an amazing year for this silhouette. And this for me has got to be one of the best colorways to drop this year. And technically, it's not even out yet. On today's episode, we are reviewing the Nike Air Max 1 Pecan. So the love that I did have for the Air Max 1 has definitely been revived this year, and that's because it's its 35th anniversary. So of course, Nike have given us so many different colorways and even collabs. And the only gripe I've got so far is they haven't given us the OG red or OG blue. And yes, I know the year isn't done yet, but I haven't heard anything about either of those OG colorways. So it has kind of got me worried, but at the same time, we've been spoilt for choice this year. Now the only thing that does have a problem with all these Air Max 1s dropping is my bank balance, and I've got to say, it's not looking good, bruh. But the less we say about that, the better. The Air Max 1 Pecan though, wow. Oh wow. This colorway is rumored to drop at the end of this year, and I'm hearing around November time, so fingers and toes crossed it is true. Now these are releasing with another colorway called the Black Kumquat. I'm certain that's how you say it, but it's pretty much the ceramic Nike Dunk Low. Just like this colorway was inspired by the Nike Dunk Dusty Olive. These are both rumoured to be dropping at £145, and I can't wait for that colorway to drop. So these Air Max 1s inspired by both of those Nike Dunks, I've got to say they look so good. Definitely not a one-to-one, there are some slight differences and I will go over some in this video. And I do love when some sneakers are inspired by other sneakers colorways. And this one for me just works so well. But anyway, getting down to the nitty gritty, let's talk about the box and what it comes with. And yes, it does come standard with this red Nike box, and I kinda weren't expecting anything more, to be fair. One thing that did surprise me though, is that they do come with a spare set of brown laces. And I've got to say, I don't think I'll be swapping them out anytime soon, because the ones that they come with just work so much better. The ones that they come with are sort of like an orangey slash gold, very reminiscent to what we've seen with the Dusty Olives. But the product sticker in itself does say Nike Air Max 1 Premium, and the official colorway is Pecan Yellow Orca. Now before we go any further, a big shout out to today's sponsor. So you might have heard what Nike are planning on doing to resellers. And if you're a person who uses bots, then this might just help you out. Yes, I don't bot for myself, but I know a lot of people that do, and actually do it for a good cause. Don't get me wrong, there are some bad apples out there, but at the same time, there are some people that help each other out. But if you do bot already, of course a sneaker bot needs a proxy. You do want to protect yourself when using the software to protect your IP address. If not, I hate to say it broskies, but you might just be banned for life. Some retailers don't play, and I don't want you to take that risk. I have actually teamed up with IP Royal to bring you a special coupon code of 50% off with their residential proxies. Residential proxies come from real devices with real ISP issued connections. Bots use these proxies that mask their activity, which does help you blend in to act like you're a regular shopper. More importantly, by using the proxies as close as possible to the sneaker website's physical servers, if you are botting, you can enjoy a lower latency and complete their purchase faster than anyone else. Once you click the link in my description box, you can then sign up. Enter in all your details and then verifying your email address as well. And then Bob's your uncle, you're all sorted. But when you're buying your proxies, of course use broski to get 50% off. But don't wait around though, because this deal won't last forever. I'm going to leave all the information down below, so check it out in the description box and pick yourself up a deal. So with that out of the way, now's back to business. Now there's a lot to love about this shoe, and we'll touch on reasons why, but first let's talk about how these fit. Now if you've had any Air Max 1s before, it is pretty much the same fit. I got these in my normal UK size 9 and they fit perfectly. So if you do want to go for these when these do drop, I would say stick true to size. Now for the moment a lot of you have been waiting for, now's the time to take an up close and personal look. Now comparing these, like I've said, to the dusty olives that these are inspired by, Nike have defo tweaked it a little. Like the colour of the panels for example, they are of a different sort of tone. And trust me broskies, in my opinion, it's not a bad thing this being inspired by that shoe. That dunk for me is one of my favourite drops of recent years. And who would have known it would have worked so well on an Air Max 1? And I want you to comment down below, which one would you rather have, the Nike Dunk or the Air Max 1? Now I'd say this sneaker is made up with at least 90% of that two-tone suede, where if you brush your finger one way, it looks a different tone to the way you brush it on the other side. And a lot of people do measure suede quality by that. And yes, if you haven't seen or guessed by now, there are some QC issues on this pair, but to be fair though, I can't really complain too much. And because this shoe isn't even out yet, I did expect a lot worse. So for me, it's not too bad. Now the colorway in itself is so clean. Like the greens, the lighter brown, the darker brown, and of course that sort of yellow colorway. But if you ask me, overall, this sneaker is an absolute banger in terms of the colorway. Now most of this shoe, like I've already said, is mostly of that suede. But moving our way to the tongue though, this does have that sort of nylon mesh to it. Now on top in the middle, we do have that Nike Air Max branding that we do have normally on the Air Max 1. And then that green is sort of spilling over on the tongue, which is pretty nice. But on the sock liner, we do have that green as well. And then on the insole, we do have that orange Nike Air branding. But the color of the insole in itself is of course brown. Now the back at the heel counter, you're either gonna love this or not gonna like it one bit. Of course, the Nike Air is what we all know and love to an Air Max 1, but they've actually replaced it with a duck. Now of course this pack being dubbed the ugly duckling pack, it was only right Nike did put something different at the back. Now I'm actually not mad at it, it's pretty cool. It kind of reminds me of the casinos that we've had recently. And yes, this is actually a GR pair, but for them to do that on this colorway, it's kind of cool to see. I'm glad they didn't go for an aged midsole here. The white midsole just works so well with the color tones. The air unit in itself though is of course in that orangey gold again. And that's exactly what we've got to the outsole, but it kind of has that speckled look to it. Now from what I remember, I think the Dirty Denims had this sort of thing as well. But it's pretty much OG here in terms of the waffle paneling and of course the design. Right broskies, now we've had an up close and personal look, now's the time to decide whether these are a buy or a buy. Now I know a lot of you are wondering how did I get them early and all of that jazz, but it's pretty much simple. I got them off StockX. As soon as I saw images leaked online, I was over on StockX keeping my eye on my size. And I actually got these for pretty much a steal. I got these for around £200 after fees. Of course, getting early content for you guys is always going to be a chicken dinner. And to be fair, StockX prices at the moment are even cheaper than what I paid. Now yes, these are rumoured to drop anytime soon, so if you want to wait then you can do, but at the moment the prices aren't that bad. I do have my eye on the other pair as well. That ceramic inspired colorway looks so clean. I would have actually went for the ceramic colorway over these just because I've already got the dusty olives and they look near enough identical. But now I've got them in hand, I'm so glad I pulled the trigger and I can't wait to wear these out. The UK weather though has a different idea, so I've just got to wait and see. This is defo one of those sneakers you have to wear out on special occasions. But overall broskies, Nike have definitely delivered on this pair and the Air Max 1 has been sport so much this year. And this is another one to add to the list. Of course, overall, I am going to give the Air Max 1 Pecan an absolute buy. But broskies, comment down below and let me know what you think. Is this a must cop in your collection or is this an absolute miss? Leave it all down below and I will pin the best comments. Anyways broskies, thank you for watching, thank you for stopping by, and don't forget to hit me up on my IG as well because I'm most active over there. And whilst you're here, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment and share. And till the next episode, take care.